How do I open this up? Okay, so far I'm seeing just 2 screws here, but I'm sure under... Yeah, there's a screw hole there under the QC sticker, and there's one here, and probably under these rubber feet. So let me get a little flat. And then let me get a chunky star. Let's get to unscrewing. So I think these clips actually just hold it in. There is a couple on the top side. Oh, okay, these ones. So with these guys out, then we should just be able to pop it open. Do I just go in like with Gorilla Force? Is that what we have to do? Oh, that worked. Okay. So apply a lot of pressure. Awesome. Okay, cool. So they actually did a pretty good job, all things considered, with all like the loop and everything. But what we need to do is that poor sticker. Luckily, it's on the bottom. Don't need to worry about it too much. I actually don't want these dust caps for the USB-C. I'm fine leaving them out. But you will see how pre-lubed the switches actually are. That should be all of the screws holding this in. So now the PCB comes out. And now we want to take out these. Okay, we can lift the PCB out. And ooh, there's a lot of sticky stuff on here. Okay, so we just got this foam plate for dampening, I believe. And this is the part that was squiggly, and that's because it's very thin. What I can do actually is just put a little bit of glue on the PCB to hold it into place. So I'm actually going to do that. So it's very easy. This PCB looks good. There's no need to take this out. And what we want to look at is this aluminum plate and the stabilizers. So the stabilizers are actually pre-lubed and pre-clipped. There is nothing I need to do. Yeah, wonderfully lubed, good to go. Saves me some time, saves me some dielectric grease. Instead of like the Band-Aid, they put this rubber cushion, at least for the spacebar one, and that's the main stabilizer to really do like the Band-Aid mod for. But yeah, no, everything looks good. They gave us like little outlines so we could do the Band-Aid mods for them, but I really feel no need. What I actually might do is just slather a little bit of like dielectric grease on each of those bottom points. Or actually, dielectric grease is too thick. This is very, very subtle grease. So I actually will do this one, probably. So how I'm going to do this is I have my very fluid grease here. I'm just going to put a little drop. It's very oily. Okay, for this part that just wants to move around, that's because it's a big piece of rubber connected by 2 thin little pieces. So what I can actually do is I have glue with me. Okay, so holes with holes. That's usually how it goes. Yeah, let's do our switches now. Yeah, so let's do the corners. Yeah, let's do a sanity check from the back, and then we'll run it through a keyboards tester site. Yeah, it says function. It's a weird firmware thing. Okay, but yeah, all the keys work. Sure, we can go into software later. Cool. So yeah, we have all the switches, everything works. I actually kind of wish there was a layer in between PCB and the bottom, but luckily I think it was this. Let me switch it back for you guys. Luckily they gave us this, so we can probably just cut this into size and just sandwich it in. So that's lined up, 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 perfect. Anything I want to do to the sides, I want to tuck this guy in. Bit more. Other than that, right as rain. If they don't, well, they don't. So those are lined up. Okay. Clip, 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 clip. I really wish it wasn't little plastic clips because those make me nervous, but otherwise, the keyboard looks fine. Okay. Now let's screw in our back screws. Yeah, everything is there. Ooh, I'm getting excited. Okay, so now that's all that's left is the keycaps. I'm gonna throw away some of the stuff. But I also have to decide if I want to use O-rings or not. I thought I exited out of OBS for a second. I got very scared. So let's see. Okay, I want to exit out my OBS window so I don't quit something. Ooh. And then let's do W. This is a lot more noisy than this one. I think that's because I fully lubed these switches on the small keyboard. So I don't know, I'll try it without lubing them fully. To see if I like the more noisiness of them. But right off the bat, I think I would want to have O-rings. We'll confirm that. I definitely like the sound with O-rings. I can still feel a bump with both. Okay, so on my Opus ones, the low profile, the HyperX ones, O-rings definitely make a difference because I don't know how to describe it. Like that bottoming out feeling isn't quite right without the O-rings. But on this one, the feel is very nice when you bottom out. It's a bit. So honestly, a bit too loud and pingy for my taste. I think I like the little softness of the O-rings towards the end. Like with this, when I'm tapping it, I still get the tactile bump, but it feels like way too much like a linear, like gaming feeling there, like a nice like typing with the O-ring. Like this one, I still feel the bump. It's still very slight, but once I bottom out, I bottom out. This one, I still get the bump, but it's more like soft. It's more typing. So let's go for O-rings. I don't think I need to. I don't think I need to loop it up more. You can try it, but only if I get annoyed by the sound. Part of the reason for me having this build was I wanted the keyboard to be a bit more audible. This one, since it's all solid aluminum, everything's packed in tight. I added like a noise dampening layer. It's really meant to be quiet, and that's because I was living with my parents at the time, and they were going crazy with everything. I like Cherry Blues before. I built this HyperX one, so come. There we go. O-rings it is. I like the feel. So it's keycap time. I guess it could be useful. I just have to get used to it. But yeah. Let me go back to OBS and switch scene and move up. And yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that long sesh of me building a keyboard. Almost 3 hours long. I don't know why.